to Mets Weekly, everyone. In today's video, we have a lot to talk about, including many injuries to some Mets, the surprise roster moves, and how the team has been doing so far. So please like, subscribe, and comment, and let's go ahead and get into it. The first topic of the day that we need to talk about is Justin Verlander going on the injured list. We already knew he was on the IL, but there's good news because Justin Verlander is expected to make his long-awaited Mets debut sometime in April. He is already going through his recovery and has been throwing. That is good news considering another Mets relief arm is also injured. Tommy Hunter has been on the 15-day IL with back spasms. Denny Reyes, who the Mets picked up from the Orioles over the offseason, was called up in his place and made his season debut Friday against the Marlins. Another good roster move the Mets made was finally cutting ties with Darren Ruff. In 2022 with the Mets, Ruff hit just .152 with an on-base percentage of .216. Combine that and a very poor spring training and you are off the team. I wish him the best wherever he goes now, and as he is a free agent, I hope he contributes wherever he goes. For more depth in the minor leagues, the Mets have claimed Edwin Uceda off of waivers from the Pirates. Uceda has been very popular on the waiver wire, as he has been claimed by 3 different teams, including the Mets, in the last couple months. This move is strictly for pitching depth. If more of the very old Mets pitching gets hurt, the Mets have finally decided to call up their top prospect Francisco Alvarez too. Even though it comes at a cost with Omar Narvaez being put on the shelf with a high-grade calf strain, I'm very glad the Mets decided to call up Alvarez. I originally thought they would call up Michael Perez as he performed well down the stretch for them last year, but they went with the correct choice to try to give Alvarez some at-bats and prove himself. Now that we've been doing all the latest news, it's time to talk about what the Mets have been doing on the field. The Mets have been mediocre at best, and it looks like they would be better after the Marlins series where they took 3 out of 4 in Miami, but they then ran into a buzzsaw of a Brewers team and got swept. There are a few things that concern me about them getting swept, including the fact that they were not swept until the middle of September last season, but I think it is better if they face adversity now than later in the season if they're in a tight division race. It is now time for this day in Mets history. On Thursday of last week in 2015, Bartolo Colon became the oldest ever Met to start for the team on opening day. On the same day in 2004, former Met Kaz Matsui hit a home run on the first pitch he ever saw in the big leagues. Obviously, I can relate more to Bartolo Colon as he was on the Mets in my lifetime, but it's very cool to see the Mets' diversity even back with their old teams. Thank you all so much for watching episode 11 of Mets Weekly. Please remember to like, subscribe, and comment, because it really helps me out, and have a great rest of your day.